What's going on, guys? My name is Carlos Valentin. I am an Android developer as well as a Udemy instructor. Now, I do have a few courses on Udemy that talk about Android development, so if you guys are interested, the courses are in the description below. But for this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a quick and easy recycler view. Now, when I was a new developer, I struggled with the concept of a recycler view just because it seems so complicated. However, it really is easy, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is. So we need 5 things for the recycler view in order for it to work, and we're going to just start with the first one, which is going to be our layout. Now this layout is going to be how each of the elements in the recycler view is going to look like. Alright guys, so let's actually go ahead and get started. I actually just made a new project called recycler view example, whatever you guys want to call it, that's fine. I am going to link the source code inside the videos in case you guys get stuck somewhere, but I don't really imagine that being a thing. Alright, so let's actually go into our build here. And we're going to get some dependencies. First thing we need to do is we're going to grab something from the internet. So open up your favorite Internet Explorer here. I like to use Google Chrome, but whatever you guys like is fine. And just type in Square Picasso. Now what this dependency is going to let us do, guys, is actually going to allow us to just show pictures inside our app by getting their URLs. So it's actually really useful. And it should be this one, square.github, this one right here. Actually, yes, right here. So let's actually go all the way down here and grab the dependency, which should be here. So this statement here, let's go back into our app really quickly. And let's paste that down there. Now we do need 2 more things. One of them is going to be the recycler view itself. And then after that, we're going to need the card view. So let's actually go into File. Let's go to Project Structure. Dependencies is fine. So plus sign here, library dependency. And let's actually just grab our recycler view, okay. And just one more thing, we need our card view as well. So card view, okay. All right, so that's fine. Let's actually click OK. All right, so it finished doing its thing. Let's actually get started here. So I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna open up my rest folder, and I'm gonna go into my layout. So right click, new, layout resource file. And we're gonna call this one just list underscore, let's just say restaurants. And I believe that's how you spell it. That's fine. So list restaurants. I'm going to go ahead and copy this because we're going to need this. So just copy it just for reference. Okay. So let me tell you guys my vision. My vision for this layout is going to have a card view here. It's going to have a restaurant's image right here. Kind of imagine a little square. Then it's going to have the name of the restaurant as well as the hours. And that's pretty much it. And fun fact, this was actually one of the first things I had to do as a young developer back in the day. Let's go into our text view. We're going to make the layout. So I'm going to snap this to the right here. I'm gonna space this out, and so we're gonna change this into a card view. Just type in card view. There it is. Orientation, let's actually just get rid of this. Okay, looks good. So here we're gonna define a linear layout. Oh, and one more thing, the height here should be wrap content, because remember this is a layout for each of the elements of the recycle view, and we don't want each one to take up one whole page. We just want each of the elements to take up as much space as they need to in terms of height. The width can be wrap match parent, that's fine. But the height should be wrap content. Okay, so now we can actually do, I want to do a linear layout here first. So linear layout. The width is going to be match parent because the parent is both match parent for the width and wrap content for the height. That's fine. I'm going to space this out. Now we need to define the orientation. So the orientation here should just be, let's just do horizontal, is fine as well. Okay, so inside here, I'm actually going to define another relative layout or a new relative layout. And the width and the height are going to be fixed. This is going to be where our picture is going to be. So 64dp, 64dp. And you guys might be wondering why I'm making a new layout for the picture. And that's because I want the picture to have a progress bar, just so that the user knows that something's going on. So inside here, now we're going to actually define our image view. Match parent for the width and the height because the parent is a relative layout. And this does need an ID because we're going to reference it later. So ID and ID. And I'm going to paste list restaurants, and I'm going to just call this one just image view. And it looks like I did spell restaurants wrong, so forgive me about that, guys. So I'm going to snap out my preview. You guys can see we do have a little image view there. And it's a little bit too close to the corner for my liking. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to say margin top 10dp. So it's a little bit, just a little bit more space there. But I'm also going to give it a left. So margin left 10dp. Okay, looks good. So now it's a little bit more, not so much in the corner. Now when you guys use margin left, you guys should use margin start. Just in case someone's using a device that has an API of 16 and lower. Let's just type in margin star. It takes no time, so that's good there. Okay, so now you guys can see it's just kind of there chilling. And okay, so now I'm gonna actually make a progress bar that's going to be in the middle of this image view. So here I'm just gonna type in simply progress bar, wrap content. Let's give it an ID because we need to reference this for later. And we're just gonna call this one progress bar is fine. Okay, so it's there. And finally, I am just going to give it a center and parent going to be true. So now it's going to be in the middle of this relative layout here. Okay, so that's our image view. That's going to be where the picture of the restaurant goes. So that's all that is to it. And okay, so it looks good. Now we're going to just have the restaurant name in the side and the hours of which it's open. So here now we just need to come down here and say another linear layout. So linear layout, the width, match parent is fine. The orientation for this one is actually just going to be horizontal, or actually this one should be vertical because we want the name and the hours right below each other. So I'm going to space this out, and we're gonna give it some text views as children. So text view is going to be, let's just say wrap content. This is going to be an ID, and let's just call this one list restaurants, and let's just say name because this is going to be the name of the restaurant. And let's give it some text just so we can see how it looks like. So text view, or text is fine, and we're just gonna say just name. So how does that look? Okay, so it's there, that's fine for right now. Let's actually copy this now, and this text view should be right below name, which it is, but we're just gonna call this one maybe just hours. And for as far as the text view, the name goes, or the ID, same thing, just hours is fine. Okay, so it looks okay. However, it's just a little sloppy there. So let's give it some spacing and some margins as well. So for this, I'm just gonna come down here to this linear layout. I'm gonna go right back up to my relative layout and just copy these elements because they're pretty much the same. Go back to my linear layout. Let's see how it looks like now. And it looks a little bit better. Actually, yeah, I like that. However, I am going to give my text view just a little bit more style. So this text view, I'm just gonna say maybe text style is going to be bold and not just plain. And I'm also gonna make it a little bit bigger because this is the name of the restaurant. So text size. And let's just do 16 dp or SP. Yeah, SP's for text. Okay, it looks a lot better. And maybe just a little bit more margin. See, so I'm gonna grab my margin here, and instead of 10, I'm just gonna use 15 instead. See how that looks. Yeah, I like that much better. Okay, and that's pretty much it, guys. That's our layout for our elements. Let's not forget to give the card view a little bit of margin. Just type in margin. And let's just do 5 dp. This is going to give us a nice line in between the elements. So you guys can see it looks a little bit better there. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys how to make the layout. So that's step 1 of making a recycler view. And we will continue this in the next video, guys. Thanks very much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And I will see you guys soon.